Good Monday evening, everyone. And while Savannah, Beaufort, Bluffton, Darien, while y'all stayed dry, we had a lot of rain in Wayne, Liberty, Long, all the way up to western Screven County. So it's all due to a stationary front. Now, it is a little bit different setup. So last week it was pretty much draped from Alabama over I-16 and out in the Atlantic. This setup for du jour, our stationary front du jour, is from about really Boston, New York, Washington, Raleigh, and then it swings down through the Big Bend of Florida back towards Houston. And so you've got this counterclockwise circulation around this area of low pressure sets up along that stationary front, and it just pools in a lot of moisture. You know, somebody asked me over the weekend, because it was raining really, really badly in Alma on Saturday morning, maybe 11 o'clock, maybe 12 o'clock. And she said, it's just such a wet summer. I said, we have had a huge amount of rain. And interestingly enough, we'll talk about rainfall totals. We are 5 inches officially still in deficit for the Savannah area. Why? Because it misses the airport. It just straight up misses the airport. While last week, Toombs County got 10 inches of rain. Areas of Jasper County, where Dave and I went golfing, they reported 11 inches of rain last week, specifically right at 95-278. But officially, still 5 inches below average for this time of year. So let's take a look at this convective outlook for Tuesday. Thunderstorms possible, but they will not be severe, though that lightning was intense from western portion, the west half of Hinesville, pretty much on the backside of Fort Stewart, 144 toward Glenville, and all the way down through Jessup, Highway 84. That lightning was intense, but that does not regulate or induce a severe thunderstorm warning. It's not the amount of rainfall, and it's not the lightning. It's the possibility of damaging winds, hail, and of course tornadic activity. So we will not see any of that, but we could see more heavy downpours. Take a look at this. Just along 84 outside of, or actually 301 outside of Jessup, 3.1 inches this afternoon. Ludowici, 2.8 inches. And then near Rocky Ford, 1.2 to about 1.5 inches of rain. It remained dry. Maybe a little sprinkle here in Beaufort, but not really measurable. So I'm going to pause it here, ingest your morning forecast, and say, for Statesboro 71. And let me say hi to some people who have joined in. Hello, Denicia Jones. How are you? Hello, Tracy Passmore, Lauren Spiegel, Rebecca and Austin Crane. Hello to you. And Denicia saying good evening, Low Country. Yes, Low Country in the house. Lynn McFatter, Chad Durden. How are you? Daryl Brown is watching, but Denicia is Liberty. Connie Beagle Rollins, Maddie Young, Marcia Fusel Sellers, that's a lot of S's, and she's in Statesboro. Melanie Shipes, how are you? And Teresa Humphrey Cooper, Statesboro in the house. Statesboro here too. Atlanta, well, hello. And Hilton Head Island later this week. Hope for good weather Wednesday through Saturday. Rob, looking much drier, but 20% chance means that 20% of our 22 counties may see a shower. So you can never rule it out. You can never rule it out, but it looks much drier. I'll show you the 7-day forecast. So overall, we're dry. Tuesday morning, we start off with a mix of sun and clouds. And watch how most of the rainfall is well off into the Atlantic, okay? Stationary fronts right along west of 95 set up right here. And so then that setup, heavy downpours. Now this could be possible at 3 o'clock west of the city. I know this is showing some city action here, but I think the bulk of the action will be along I-95 and west, much like today. And then with the sea breeze that moves inland. Now, the sea breeze interacted with all that moisture just sitting west of 95, and that's what fired up those showers and storms, and they just hung around. But then finally, when the sea breeze started to move, so did those showers and storms. Mostly dry by Tuesday, 9 o'clock, and then we dry out for most of us overnight Wednesday. But maybe a morning shower, much like last week for, say, the Low Country, And that's where the low country got, or at least Beaufort and Bluffton, got a lot of their rainfall in the morning hours. So then we get a break Wednesday afternoon. Showers and storms start to fire up. But because the low is on the move, that's when I really think that we can see some significant rainfall in the Savannah area, in the Beaufort area, in the Bluffton area Wednesday evening. So the give and take is this: it's not that hot out there. 91 for Jessup, 91 Rincon, 87 for Statesboro. And you see, let me go back here. Wish I could just go back a frame. But some of the lower temperatures are west of 95, cloud coverage and early rainfall. So we make it up in the 90s in the Savannah area, but not so much. So here we are right here, 91 Jessup, 88 Baxley. Cloud coverage, some thicker cloud coverage, maybe some rainfall, peak heating times 4 o'clock, 91 Rincon. So maybe dry here. And then cloud coverage in the low country, keeping us in the 80s. So Rob Huber, your wish is kind of my command here. So we're anybody's wish heading into the weekend. A 20% chance on Friday. That looks really nice. 30% on Saturday. Thursday, we're still going to hang on to a 40% chance, and that could still mean some locally heavy rainfalls. Springfield here. What's up, Nancy Terry? Charlotte Riley. Hey, Anika Murley Brown, how are you? Hello, Jessica Souza. Jimmy Anderson. So cool. Anybody have any specific questions? Because we'll go back through the models. The models this morning, I just took a snapshot of a 4 o'clock run. They were pretty spot on. Pretty spot on. Heavy. If you go to my Facebook page at WTOC Jamie, it was a huge deluge. From Hinesville to Ludowici in that model snapshot. And so I was pretty pleased with that model run. Not all model runs are created equally, and not all model runs do very well. But with this area of low pressure, I think we'll see mostly dry conditions for Tuesday through the mid-morning hours. I know it kind of feels like your everyday average afternoon thunderstorm, but these can produce so much rain in so little time. So definitely I think the setup is the same. Those same areas that saw rain from Wayne County to Long County to Liberty County didn't see much in the way of rain. Maybe Pembroke got a good shower. Richmond Hill could be included in this. This is very light in nature, so it makes me think that it will not be raining, say, the islands. So I definitely still think it's that 95 corridor with mostly of this west. The low country could see some extra shower activities Tuesday evening, and then that starts pushing inland following the sea breeze, and morning showers possible for the low country on Wednesday morning. Will then dry out, and then as that stationary front starts to get on the move, becomes a little bit more scattered, and that's why I think Wednesday will be mostly cloudy with still a 50% chance of showers and storms. So any more questions on here? Alexis Manigo, how are you? Hey, Kathy from Rincon. Hey, all right, everybody from Effingham starting to join in. Rincon, Guyton, hi Ginger. Do you think that it will stay calm? Ooh, good question, Danielle Bowles. So let's talk about this. June, no name storms. I got to whisper, they're listening. July, this is the end of July. No name storms, all right? The 5-day outlook, 0 chance of anything forming. And even if it does, day 5 is out to Friday. So tomorrow, if they're talking about a 20% chance in the next 5 days, that's still the end of July. So we're going to make it through July without any named storms. So August and September is the peak. Definitely middle September into the end of September is the peak of hurricane season. And you know Matthew hit in October. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say. You know, they'll come out with their mid-season outlook and they may totally take that down, even though they thought that it may have been slightly above average. And then they tapered it off and said maybe it'll be more normal. And then they may taper it back down and say it'll be below average. I usually think a hurricane forecast, yeah, you can change it. I change my forecast all the time, but still. Can be wrong, you know, and that's good. That's good for us. But remember, it only takes one, and I think we'll be tracking some pretty. I think we'll be tracking stuff late August and September. It's not a surprise, really. It is the norm to have increased waves off of Africa. Sea surface temperatures are going to get warmer, especially off the coast of Africa. They're still sitting in the middle 70s. We already have very warm sea surface temperatures at our coastline. So I think we'll be tracking things, but I think that it won't be as active as they first predicted, all right? It's a little bit of a wishy-washy answer, but I promise you that we'll be tracking at least a couple of named storms. We probably may get to G, H, late September, October, but that's normal. So we'll just keep on trucking, all right? You and me. You, and me and Dave and Cutter and Andrew will keep on trucking, all right? Because that's what we do, right? Bring on the rain. Patsy Roberts, Ish Patel, Savannah. Nope, no rain in the morning. Hey, Joey. Need a good boating day. How about Friday, Clancy Montano? Friday? Yeah? Let's go to the 7-day. Let's go, go, go. I think Friday's going to be great. And honestly, every day, today there was nothing along the water. It was all, the sea breeze pushed inland, and that's where all the showers and storms fired up. It's a 50-50 chance with mostly scattered showers, but think about the coverage area, and you're asking about the beach. So I think beaches, you know, you just gotta keep an eye on the radar and definitely keep an eye on the marine forecast. But if you're looking for a guarantee, the closest guarantee for a great boating day, Clancy, that I can give you is probably going to be Friday. Okay? No more rain. Sorry, Juan. Sorry, Jesse and Diane Myrick. Oh, you're welcome, Danielle Boyles. Anytime. All right, we're going to wrap this up. This is a very mellow Monday. I feel good. Didn't have any too many bad storms out there, and everybody who did give me some storm reports, thank you very much for your storm totals. I got one from Ludowici and from Rocky Ford, so that runs the gamut. Really, I mean, you're talking about county to county to county. So you out there watching right now, get a rain gauge, give me a storm report, take some pictures safely if you feel comfortable, and let's tell the story together. In the meantime, hopefully you can join us for The News at 11, and I bid you good night.